Legends Festival 2023 is nearly here. If you haven't heard, we are getting the reveals and stuff on November 23rd. That is that Thanksgiving Thursday. We actually got the new units last year on the 24th, so I think we're going to get that again this year. We'll probably get the reveals during the day. Well, we will get the reveals, and then we'll get those units probably that night, that Black Friday reset on the 24th. And it'll probably be, if it's going to be like last year, which is really all we kind of have to go off of, is that it may be, that it will probably be like last year. Maybe they'll mix it up a little bit and make it more similar to Anniversary, how this past Anniversary we had an LF, then two LFs, and then an Ultra. Maybe it'll be like that. But last year, we started out with the Super Saiyan 4s. We also got that 17 on there as another Sparking alongside the LF. Then a couple weeks later, we got the tag Vegeta and Taranksu, and then we got the Zamasu as well, following that up as the Sparking on the banner. And then, of course, we got Ultra Gogeta Blue. So I think this year will follow a similar setup. We may get some other fun things in there, like how we got the Saiyan in red and Zaha, Giblet is the Saiyan in red, as playable characters during last year's festival. I will be streaming the reveals and stuff, just as I always do. So make sure you're following either my Twitch or my YouTube to be there for that live stream. But we'll probably get some other fun stuff. There will be events too. But as for the characters, we're starting to get some clues here. We don't have any confirmation yet, but we're starting to gather some clues the closer we get to the date. Legends loves to kind of drop a little bit of crumbs here or there about what we're likely to see. Now, they dropped the Limit Break banner, which don't summon on if you haven't already and you were thinking about it. Just don't. Save your CC for the festival. They normally drop these before we get a new LF, so I think it's likely we're going to be seeing a new LF, but that's not real surprising. Everyone anticipated that. They save the Ultra normally for the end. But when we look at our festival countdown duel here, you can see that these are two movies units they chose to put on the artwork for this. Now, that doesn't necessarily mean that it's locked in stone they're going to be movies, but when you look at everything that's been going on recently, I think it's likely they start festival with a movie. They always have movies during festivals, and so I think it's just likely they continue that, even though we're currently in a Sagas from the Movies campaign. And let me explain why. So we have these two on the artwork, the Goku and Vegeta, and then Broly. Both are obviously from the Broly movie. We just got back the Superheroes of Justice banner. It's kind of like a bait banner to make you summon before the festival with the Gammas and then Magenta on there. We just recently got the new free-to-play Super Saiyan Gohan Youth. Again, there is a Sagas for Movies campaign currently going on, but it feels weird to drop the free-to-play just at like the very end of it, and then to drop this Superheroes of Justice and then include the artwork being these. You could have picked anybody, and this isn't part of the Sagas for Movies campaign. You can see on all their tweets they specify like hashtag Sagas for Movies campaign for tweets that are specifically about the Sagas for Movies campaign, and you can see the co-op has it, the Gohan has it, the Superheroes of Justice have it. Festival Countdown Duel does not, despite having two movies characters on there. Furthermore, in-game, you can see that we have these countdown medals that we've been receiving for logging in. They're counting down to the Legends Festival. And inside, like in the medal and like the picture for it, you can see it's got the movie reel and kind of like that old-timey movie countdown design going on with the question mark in the middle, which for the festival countdown, they could have picked any design here that would have correlated to what it's likely going to be. And this, we have a movie reel. I think this is the most telling piece of information that we're probably starting off festival with a movies unit. Even though we're in the Sagas for Movies campaign, I don't think they would make the festival countdown medal a movie reel just because of the current campaign. This is for an upcoming campaign. So I think that it is incredibly likely that the Sagas from Movies campaign bleeds into the beginning of festival, and that's like our last thing for movies. And then we're going to move into probably see future stuff. We always get future stuff. We'll probably see GT and maybe Universe Survival Saga. If we do get Universe Rep / Universe Survival Saga, that would probably mean that we get kind of two banners in the middle. If it goes something like movies, then a future LF and a Universe Rep LF, and then like Super Saiyan 4 Ultra Gogeta. That's possible. Again, the further out units are a bit harder to judge, but expect to see those two of those three tags, future Universe Rep and the GT. There's just big tags. But what should you expect to see from the beginning of Legends Festival, this movie's part of the festival? Who the LF is going to be is actually an interesting one. We just got, of course, Revival Pikkon into Super Gogeta. We also got an Ultra Janemba recently. It could be someone from the superhero movie. Again, they did just bring back the Gammas. Maybe we get some. They could start with an Ultra. They could just genuinely just go with a Big Bang Ultra Beast Gohan, and then we maybe get an Ultra at the end, towards the end of December, around Christmas, about a month later. I don't necessarily think that's going to be what happens, but it could. It could be what happens. In terms of like other LFs, we could see maybe we get an LFZ Broly. People have been wanting that for a while. We did just get some Bojack stuff, actually. So maybe we get an LF Bojack. Not nearly as exciting, but Bojack does not have one yet. And he's a major movie villain, so that's possible. I would say Gohan, but we already got Revival Gohan. It is possible that Revival Gohan gets a Zenkai, but I think there are 2 other movies with LFs that get them, and, well, they should get him before him, and I think they're going to come now. That would be LF Gogeta Blue and, of course, LF Broly. They are the 2 oldest LFs in the game that currently do not have Zenkais, and I think it is likely that we see both of them. If not both of them, then one of them get their Zenkai at the start of this Legends Festival. If you remember back to the 2021 Legends Festival, as you can see here in my video from that live stream, we got at the very end the Zenkai for LF Super Vegito. Incredibly big LF. Literally crashed the game, like him getting the Zenkai. It crashed the game. And I think that is something we'll see. They could drop Broly and Gogeta at the same time, as they did come out at the very same time on 2 separate banners. We could get both. Or they could drop Gogeta Blue at the start and then drop Broly like a week later, or Broly at the start and Gogeta Blue like a week later. I think if they're going to drop both of them around the same time frame, they'll just drop both at the same time. I think that would be the best idea. It would get the most hype going. It could even break the game too, because so many people have been waiting for both of them, but especially Gogeta Blue, as he's a super fun unit, to get their Zenkai. This would also be a small little buff for fusions. He would most likely, well, hopefully, he would be good enough to run. His Zenkai ability will probably be either for Sagas from movies or for Yellow Fusions. I'm going to guess it's probably going to be for Yellow Sagas from movies, because they just love to not give Fusion Warriors the Fusion Warrior Zenkai ability buff. And then Broly, I think, would also probably be Sagas from movies, maybe Powerful Opponent. Depends if they're trying to lean into something upcoming, or if they're just going to throw it on movies. Movies makes the most sense, as that's mainly what they're run on. So I really believe that you should expect to see a Zenkai for LF, Gogeta Blue, and Broly. Let me know if you think we're going to get an LF for someone else. I did mention, of course, we did just get some, Bojack movie stuff recently in terms of the new free-to-play Gohan, and then, of course, the co-op against Bojack. So maybe we get an LF Bojack, and then they drop a Zenkai for that LF Revival Gohan, which that'd be spooky if that man got one. He'd probably, unless they get too afraid and don't make him good, which they've kind of done with Revival units, then he might just be he might come back a menace. But I expect to see one of those 3, more likely Gogeta Blue and Broly than Gohan, but expect to see one of those 3 as the new Zenkai. Again, the LF. There's a lot of people from movies it could be. We already have LF Orange Piccolo. We have LF Gamma 1 and 2. We have LF Beast Gohan. So I think if it's going to be someone from the superhero movie, they would probably make an Ultra of like Beast Gohan. I don't think we're going to get LF Cell Max. I'm just going to be honest. I think we got Cell Max. It's the closest we're going to get to him, and with Magenta as him being like the death animation. Bojack, again, I just don't think Bojack's exciting enough to start off the festival. But they may do it. So that really does it for today's video. Again, it's hard to tell what units we're going to get after that. Of course, you can kind of make some guesses based on what we already have from Future, from Universe Rep, and from GT. One of those 3 tags is going to be the Ultra, and then the other one, maybe 2, will get LFs. We'll have to see. But expect something from movies, and the exciting thing is I think expect an LF for Gogeta Blue and Broly. Let me know your thoughts. Do you think we're going to get something different to start the Legends Festival? I just don't think so based on the clues we're getting, but always love to hear your guys' opinions in the comments down below. Hope you all are having the best day, staying happy and healthy, and I'll catch you all tomorrow.